What are you working on?
Hey guys, it's me, Andy.
That looks like a school crappie.
It is a school crappie. Hey, what's going on guys? Andy here, G4 Outdoors. A lot of you guys have been showing a lot of interest, which is understandable with the Garmin Livescope stuff. Hell, I'm still super interested in it too. There's a lot I don't know and I'm learning all the time. But let's get you guys some views and try to get some footage of these fish actually being caught on the Garmin Livescope.
Search G4 Outdoors YouTube online. But as I look up and I ask, can I please just catch a break? I got my rod and my reel and I'm headed to the lake. Yeah.
Some of the things I have learned, these fish schools, especially the crappie, they'll change. They'll move around constantly. And even more when you're sitting directly on top of those fish. When you sit directly on top of them, I think they can almost sense or feel the pressure or signal that's being put off by your regular transducers, your live scope, whatever. Because after you catch like 1 or 2 fish and you've been on that little pile of them for a few minutes, you'll see them get real tight or they'll move off another 5-10 feet. So what I got going on right here is I have a school of what looks like decent sized crappie on the live scope. And they're about 4 foot into this dock, right? I can't cast into this dock. But what's happening right now? We just had a ton of rain. The only reason we're in this dock right now is because it's still raining. We just had a full-on thunderstorm come in, lightning, the whole works, winds, crazy. But I think they might be letting a little water out, so my water is traveling that direction. So I'm able to actually get to these fish. But let's show you guys kind of what this looks like. I have a little split shot weight, little chartreuse hook, and a minnow. You can see, little minnow guy right there. Fishing with live bait. Boom. Boom. Little chartreuse hook, give it a little pop in the water, a little split shot weight, minnow, right? So we're looking 0 is gonna be directly under my transducer. Transducer's right here back behind Randy. So about 10 to 12 foot out is where the pile starts. They're at about 16. And they are, if you look over here, about 10 foot down. You see right here, it's about 10 foot down. So I'm gonna go straight in line with my transducer, which is gonna be about right here. And when I drop this off the edge of the stock, you should see it go down and start working its way into that pile, right? And it's being pushed by the water. And I just had a fish on the drop. We had it again, okay. We're gonna go back down there, give you guys another view, as I had a fish on. So we're gonna drop. We're gonna watch her get pushed in towards that pile. Boom, boom. Okay, we're here. Getting kind of rocked by some waves right now, so give me a second. Let's see what's going on. Okay, yeah, I see now. Right on the edge, had a little tick right there. Sometimes I'll slowly start raising my rod tip to see if I can get one of these fish to come up and like follow me. There's one following it right now. A little bite there, a little bite there. He decided not to go for a full take. He had like little nibbles on it. Boop, boop, boop. He got it now. He's got it now. And that's it. Sometimes you get into that pile. When you're really inside that pile, I really don't get a lot of bites that way. I mean, you think that's the thing to do. Let's get inside of them. One go bite. The thing I find that works the most is either pulling out or pulling up. A lot of you guys don't pull out, but some of you guys do pull up. If you can bring a couple of those fish out, those are the ones that are really interested. When they're all together, it usually don't happen. But when you can start to isolate 1 or 2 of these fish, usually something can happen. That's a decent one. Not big by any means. There's actually a really good pile of them about 15, 20 foot ahead of me. Really underneath that. But with the way the direction of the water moving right now, I can't even come close to getting in there. It's going this way. New minnow on, right? Yeah, the only reason I'm doing this video is because we haven't really done a good, dedicated view on what's going on with the live scope. So we're letting you guys watch it in real time to where you can really see what these fish are doing. They're a little spread apart, which I like them when they're like this, a little bit more than when they're all completely schooled up and bundled together. So here I go dropping. You'll see me drop down there. A couple of them came up to it quick, right? You can see him get interested in it before it even gets there. So I'm gonna start raising up already. Yeah, you can see him coming up. He's coming up at it. I'm gonna give you a little pop so you can see what's going on. There's one came flying right at it. Now this is usually a little too high for me. Once I get this high in the water column,
Yeah, they're like 2 foot.
I don't usually get a bite on those guys. Those guys usually don't go
But
for it.
he's still there.
He's still there, he's still interested, but he's not really biting it. So I'm gonna drop back down. I'm gonna get back down in that pile. Stir it up a little bit, start bringing it up real slowly. There's a bite there. Another little bite. Boom. See the fish? I'm gonna start raising up a little bit, okay? A couple came after it, one just thumped it again. He had it for a second. Let it go. He's still kind of
Now he
jacking
decided
with
to
it.
go away.
So you can see me there. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, one just nailed it. Boom. Oh
Oh no. Too much line out.
Too much line out. They'll get you on the drop sometime, man. When they get you on the drop, it'll get you messed up. Let's get back down there. He's hungry, right? I'm all tangled up here. Still all tangled up. Okay. This can happen too when fishing, right?
Well, you really got tangled up.
There, yeah, right?
You fishing by yourself too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Usually I would just snap this rod and throw it in instead of fixing it. But we're gonna go ahead and just fix it for the video. So there we go. Going back down there, you'll see it drop down and then just kind of take off towards that pile because that's the way the water's running, right? And you'll see a few of them on the way down, right? They get kind of interested. So I like to bring it back up through that pile and slowly raise it up. See if I can get one to come out. You see me there by myself? There's no fish really looking at it right now. So I'm gonna drop back down there. Nice and slow. Bring it back up. None of those fish are looking real interested. See how I'm kind of isolated up here by myself. There's one guy underneath me who's he's thinking about it. But my expert opinion, just like I was going to say, I don't think that guy's going to go after it because I don't have a minnow anymore, right? Got my minnow. I'll prove it. Look, hook. And these fish have all moved almost just out of reach. Just out of reach for me being able to catch them. They just do that. On brush piles, not so much. They don't really move around. But when they're on docks and floating structure like this, where they're just kind of hiding out, they'll move around like crazy. But if it's structure, like brush piles and trees and stuff like that, they stay pretty glued to the structure, but they'll just get in a way tighter ball. Once you see that ball of fish go from being, okay, I see a ton of fish, to what almost looks like a shad ball, you know they know something's up. They get kind of a tight group and it's tough to fish. But these ones are literally able to move around. They go where the hell they want to go. Little tiny fish down there kind of mess with it. Yeah, as you can see with these fish, even though they moved a little bit of ways from where I'm fishing, go ahead and look back there again. You see how spread out they are? They're not in a super tight-knit ball. When they're spread out like this, they're easier to pull them out, have one kind of isolate it, get the bite and bring them in. Like I said, when they're in those tight balls, I've noticed it's just a bigger headache. But yeah, guys, I didn't want to make this video like a super long, drawn-out video or anything. I just wanted to show you kind of what we're seeing when we're using the Garmin Livescope. Just some of the stuff that kind of happens when you're fishing, knowing where to go, what you're looking for, kind of the size representation of these fish. As you can see when I would drop my minnow down, like you can kind of see about the size of what my weight and minnow look like compared to the fish that are around it. Kind of go up your sizes with that. But yeah, that's the Garmin Livescope. It's like playing a video game while you're fishing. You can watch it happen, you can sit there and hover, you can play with the fish, you can move them around, have them chase it until he finally hits it and bring him in. Livescope is pretty good. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. If you guys ever fished with Livescope before, do you have one of the other ones? Like whatever Lil Rance has, Mega Live, you know, this stuff. Let me know in the comments, man. What do you guys think of it? I know people have pros and cons on it. It's cheating, it's this and that. You know what else it is? It's fun. I'll tell you that much. I know that. I know it's fun. It makes fishing fun. Even though fishing's fun in general, it makes it more fun. Leave a comment down below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. We will try to get you guys more Livescope stuff, even like cat fishing. Something different besides just crappie, because that's pretty much what we've been using it for. Hit the subscribe button. More videos to come, guys. Thanks for checking it out. Garmin Livescope. It's pretty dope. Check it out. We'll see you guys later.
Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday, Thursday. I just dream of fishing while I'm going through my workday. I listen to my boss, though he's driving me berserk. Damn it, I can't take much more because my brain is really hurting. And now the bank is always calling and I don't know what to do. And I haven't bought a crankbait since like 1992. But the bass are out.